up in Bakar and I'm aged 52 years old, and I come from the Kimberley, and I'm sitting in this beautiful location in my hometown of Broome. I originally come from the Halls Creek area in the Kimberley. My tribe is the Gidja people. My skin is Jawandi. My mother was taken away when she was 3 years old. The Stolen Generation movement, of course. And she was taken to Broome, where I've grown up all my life, and she's never really reconnected to family, and never really reconnected to her mother. And so those policies that affected her affected me, and it will continue to affect my children as well. My connection and association with Stolen Generation movement goes back to my mother and to a lot of the women who I grew up with in Broome at the Holy Child Orphanage and Beagle Bay, where there was a common bond between all Stolen Generation people, and that common bond found themselves as sisters and brothers to each other. And despite their jovial and happy persona, you can see in their eyes they still hurt, and they feel pain for what happened in terms of the policies that affected the change in their life, but also affected their families and their connection to country. And so they lost language and culture and identity, and a lot of them never reconnected. And so I'm passionate about playing my part as a descendant of Stolen Generation in trying to help my elderly people reconcile just a little bit of their pain and their hurt, and play a role in reconnecting them to country. For us to live together as a community, as a whole, as Australians, we need to reconcile that history, and that history is owning it, and not feel ashamed of that history. It's a negative history. The fact is, it's a negative history, and our people were classified as flora and fauna. Our people were massacred, murdered and raped, and we can't change that history. But that history does not belong to Aboriginal people. It belongs to every Australian. The moment you are a new Australian and you become an Australian citizen, that history belongs to you as well. So you can't remove yourself from the history, because this country was built on the suffering of Aboriginal people, and it still is today. We tend to sideswipe our Aboriginal history for some reason, and we have to own that to become one solid nation. For us to really be united, we need to claim that negative history and make ourselves strong as a country. And by making ourselves strong as a country, we make ourselves a great nation in the world.